Hi again. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the business name. I hope that my business name, The Important Work, is has intrigued you. Um, might even be asked already, you already questioning, well, what is my important work? And that's actually the point. I had this name come to me in a process. I was actually using the DreamBuilder work, and I had a vision kind of this dream and the important work. Before I was a coach, I had a PhD in public administration from NYU, and I had specialized in management, org behavior, public policy, and I'd spent the last 25 years teaching, researching, and supporting graduate students actually all over the world. I've lived in Cambodia and Australia and Dubai and traveled, I think, like 50 countries at this stage. So I really had a global scope and interest. But as I got a little older and came back to the United States and had my two children, things started to evolve in terms of my priorities, my core values. And I began to realize actually during the pandemic, like many people, that there were some really important aspects to my life that I was not able to um, really fully embrace like I wanted to. And of course, one of those was being a single. I'm a single mom at home with two young children. And this really stopped me cold, right? Because it was a huge wake up call for me as I saw how much more my children needed me than I had been aware. Um, so I really did some soul searching. I was actually working for another coaching company back then. And I ended up looking kind of at a crossroads after the pandemic. Do I go back into academia? Do I continue in the coaching world? And I really realized after I got really quiet, use these tools, these methods to really get in touch with my deeper intuition, that I simply didn't want to go back to the olden days of constant travel, climbing the academic ladder. I mean, there was just no journal article accolades, of which I have many. I'm very blessed. There was nothing more important than being present and available to my children and taking better care of myself. So I knew deep down, even before I'd leaned into how to listen fully to my higher self and intuition, which I help people with now that I've learned so much about through the Dream Builder program, that I had to make a bold move. So I stopped job hunting and I time boxed my time, looking I put a business plan together to launch a coaching business a couple years ago, and spent hundreds of hours with the Brave Thinking Institute and achieved my Dream Builder coaching certification. And it was really incredible. Like, I really fell in love with my life in a new way. It was able to be home with my children, support them in new ways, have so much more time, freedom, and just truly there were parts of my work as a professor and an academic that had never felt like the right fit. And all of a sudden, I found myself right where I belonged. So, this may resonate for you, right? This may sound familiar. So many of my future clients arrived to this point with a deep longing for achieving a dream or discontent in your life. You're simply ready to move past. You may have realized that you're living a life by default and you really need to get some support. You have some inklings, right, about what you want, but you're really looking to live a life by design. So you may also be here because you have a very specific challenge, a relational challenge, a challenge with a child, a sibling, a parent, um, you know, something in your life where there's a toxic element, you've identified an area where you really want to have a breakthrough. We work on four domains. We look at health and well-being, love, relationships, community. We look at vocation, creative expression. What are your gifts here on the planet that you are here to share with others and get paid for and love. If we can get those three together, we've got a win, right? And then also we look at time and money freedom, which for so many people is often the one that's like, oh, that's the one. I really just want more time. And another insight that I have really come to as I'm passing 50 and also learning through this program is that my energy is my most important resource. It has time is of course important, and I thought it was money, but it's truly how I spend my days. What kind of presence do I hold and how do I show up for the people around me that I care about and the work I'm doing? Whatever the case, we're here to support you as you figure it all out. We have a really awesome process where you get almost 2 hours of coaching complimentary so that we can help you do some initial life assessment in a low pressure online workshop format. And then you receive a strategy session with me. Typically they're 30 minutes, but I often extend because I'm committed. And often there's a lot that needs to be unpacked. So we help you, we really want to listen and help you identify the perfect path for your own human potential development, right? Really help you articulate your vision. So that is what we're up to. It sounds amazing, right? It's because it is. But when you find people that really care about other humans and are really committed to your success, it'll feel right. And I hope that that is a place. So I will stop right there and share more in other videos.